जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। चार भुजाधारी मस्तक सिंदूरी रूप निराला, तू चार भुजाधारी मस्तक सिंदूरी रूप निराला। है मूषक वाहन तेरो, तू ही जग का रखवाला। मूषक वाहन तेरो, तू ही जग का रखवाला। तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में, तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में। तू पालक सिद्धि विनायक, तू पालक सिद्धि विनायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। मन मंदिर का अंधियारा, तेरे नाम से हो उजियारा। मन मंदिर का अंधियारा, तेरे नाम से हो उजियारा। तेरे नाम की जोत जगी तो मन में बहती सुख धारा। तेरे नाम की जोत जगी तो मन में बहती सुख धारा। तेरा सुमिरन हर पूजन में, तेरा सुमिरन हर पूजन में। सबसे पहले फलदायक, सबसे पहले फलदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तू ही जाने, तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने। शिव पार्वती के पालक, शिव पार्वती के पालक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, 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 जय गणपति।
If you want to sing, come and sing. There's not many people here today.
आज भी कैलाश में बाज रहे घुंघरू, आज भी कैलाश में बाज रहे घुंघरू। नाच रहे शिव जी बजाए रहे डमरू, नाच रहे शिव जी बजाए रहे डमरू। आज भी कैलाश में बाज रहे घुंघरू, आज भी कैलाश में बाज रहे घुंघरू। नाच रहे शिव जी बजाए रहे डमरू, नाच रहे शिव जी बजाए रहे डमरू।
महालक्ष्मी की जय, महासरस्वती की जय, महाकाली की जय जय जय। बोलो आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। बोलो आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी की जय, महासरस्वती की जय, महाकाली की जय जय जय। बोलो आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। माँ भक्ति प्रिया, माँ निष्कामा, माँ भक्ति प्रिया, माँ निष्कामा, हे निर्गुण माँ निष्पापा माँ, हे निर्गुण माँ निष्पापा माँ। सारा ब्रह्मांड है जिसने रचा निर्मल की जय 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 जय। सारा ब्रह्मांड है जिसने रचा निर्मल की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। माँ निष्कला, माँ निर्मदा, माँ निष्कला, माँ निर्मदा, श्री माता जी निरंतरा, श्री माता जी निरंतरा। ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शक्ति माँ निर्मल की जय 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 जय। ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शक्ति माँ निर्मल की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। ओ माँ निर्लेपा निरंजना, माँ निर्लेपा निरंजना, महादेवी माँ हे महामना, महादेवी माँ हे महामना। सुख करता माँ दुख हरता माँ कल्की की जय 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 जय। सुख करता माँ दुख हरता माँ कल्की की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महामाया माँ जग जननी माँ, महामाया माँ जग जननी माँ, शुभ करनी माँ दुख हरनी माँ, शुभ करनी माँ दुख हरनी माँ। बोलो विश्वधारिणी सहजदायिनी माँ की जय 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 जय। बोलो विश्वधारिणी सहजदायिनी माँ की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली 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 की जय। महालक्ष्मी
Jai Shree Mataji. We humbly bow down to Shree Mataji's lotus feet, raise our kundalini and take bandhan. Shree Mataji, please allow us to do this small collective meditation tonight at your lotus feet. Mother, please be present with us tonight. We put both our hands towards Mother Earth. Shri Ganesh Mantra 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Left hand on our laps. Shree Mataji, please remove all the imbalances, all the badhas from our left channel. Shri Mahakali Bhairavnath Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairavnath Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. our right hands on our left agya. Shri Mahavir Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahavira Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We'll clear our right channels now. Shri Mahasaraswati Hanuman Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We'll try clearing our center channel. Our right hand on the Nabhi, Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Giving vibrations to our void, we'll do Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Shree Mataji Nirmalama Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. We'll do it one more time. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Shri Mataji Nirmalama Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Our right hands on our Agya. Shri Mary Jesus Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mary Jesus Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Our hands on the lap, with all our attention on our Sahasrara, we invite Shree Mataji. Shree Mataji, please put your lotus feet on our Sahasrara. Shree Mataji, please take us into the yoga state. Mother, please give us the union with thyself. We'll go into meditation for a few moments. We'll open our eyes, and with the same state of thoughtlessness, we'll listen to Shree Mataji's talk.
For Russian people, extremely helpful inside, in a way, very indirectly. The thing is, they are very simple people, extremely simple people. I went to Uzbekistan. The people of that place are extremely generous, very simple, and their self-esteem is absolutely correct. It's no surprise. It's tremendous. Yes. And the people who were very highly placed, sort of, I met the Deputy Prime Minister of Uzbekistan, sort of people there. They told me that they are seeking their spirit. This is not the end of life. Just imagine. And practically everyone at that level said that they are seeking their spirit. I warned them about this parapsychology that they are indulging into. It's such a dangerous thing. And they were amazed. And they said, yes, we knew about it. Really? They have so much idea about the negativity and all that. It was surprising. I was very much impressed. I know their sense of administration may be different, their attitude toward people there may be different, the administrators may be different, and all these things are wrong. But in a way, you see, these people have taken all the badness to themselves and have saved the rest of the people at least. The administrators there. And they could once it starts in there, it will take up just like that, I know. So yoga will work out in Russia much faster than I ever thought of, really.
And what about America, Mother, and the American people? What's their future in Saj Yoga?
You see, American people think no end of themselves. This is the biggest problem. They think they are always right. They insisted on South Korean war, the Vietnam war, this and that. everywhere they thought they were the right people to do right things. They're very right and they're for the freedom and this and that. They have always made mistakes. Always made mistakes. That's the problem is they're so confused, so complicated. They're so extremely complicated people. In everything that they do, there's a disgrace. Like they will help a country, they will try to show off that they haven't got the grace of the tradition. You see, a traditional country, when it helps other country, it understands that if it is helping other country, it is helping themselves because they can't bear the poverty of the other country. That's how they're living. I think even the President Roosevelt said that poverty anywhere is threat to prosperity everywhere. You see, he could feel the collectivity. He said so. But Americans think, you see, no end of themselves, and they think they are very great, and they go on making mistakes, and always side with the wrong people. Because they are so confused and so complicated, always side with wrong people. They have compromises, always with negativity. It's a very difficult country. I learned it first time I went to America. I said, nothing doing, I will not go back. Because they're so confused, you know. Now the confusion comes to them because they're at a Vishuddhi. See, America is a Vishuddhi chakra, and that is the place where the confusion starts. You see, the ego and superego both start. So either they will be on the superego trip, if they come out of it, they will be on the ego trip. And that's why they're extremely confused people, and they have so many compromises. You see. In Sanskrit language, for example, there is truth and untruth. There's nothing like truth, semi-truth, half-truth, as you have in your language. It is just satya or asatya. There is not two things. So whatever is truth, if you have to be identified with truth, you have to stick on to it, and all that is false has to follow. There cannot be compromise with untruth. If you compromise with untruth, you will stick on to that. But you cannot get truth if you are in that mire of falsehood. And they don't realize they are in the mire of sin. And they have to get out of it. It's a very, very dangerous thing. They are into it. You see, apart from the nature that will be against them, I don't know what's going to happen to them in the future, because they might be just shunted out of the whole program of emancipation one day, though there are great seekers born there. And now, just see their foreign policy. I mean, they are so funny. They are giving their armaments to all the countries. Anyway,
That's true.
and they are creating problem. I mean, this is, I don't know what to call this. This is such a anti-Vishuddhi work. It's anti-work, completely anti-work. Because you are there to create good relationships. You are there to create such governments which will work out with love and affection and give people freedom and all that. Here you are giving them a weapon of destruction and making them strong in destroying each other. I mean, this is what they have been doing, always sided with wrong type of people, always. Now say they are more sided with Pakistan than with India. You know that India is the country for spirituality. You see, and all Americans are in India, seeking God, while their government is supporting Pakistanis against India. I'm not saying that because I'm in India, but as a mother, I see this very clearly that in spirituality, one day India has to come. Now, why they are confused? Because, you see, as I described to you before, that, you see, the development can be divided in two halves. One is the development of the root and the development of the shoot. Now, these are the Western people who are at the shoot end. Now, they go on increasing like that, and they have no roots, you see, because traditions are missing, firstly, that's all. And that makes them feel guilty also about it. But traditions are not there, doesn't matter. You can learn from others. But they don't want to learn from anyone. The roots are missing also because there's no attention on the spirit in the whole working out. They're dollar, you see, they're dollar people, dollar. And so miserly and disgraceful. You see, with money, nothing can go into them because there's no connection. They haven't got connection with God. They haven't got connection with their spirit. They haven't got connection with religion, which is within themselves. So what happens? They're uprooted type of people. And those uprooted type of people, when they start expanding, nothing goes into them. I mean, a culture of a very highly placed American is the same as that of a laborer. They will read and they'll have a huge house and a swimming pool and things and all swankiness. But if you see, basically, they have dirty jokes. They will the same things that an ordinary laborer does is done by an American. You see, I mean, there's nothing goes into them. Nothing goes into them. For example, in India, people who are educated and elite and say, they can never become violent. They can never be angry. They cannot behave in the way a laborer can act. They cannot box people and go about or take a pistol and kill somebody. But there is nothing like that in America. Anybody can do any work. You see, there is no understanding that you have to grow into culture. There's no cultural imbibement into their characters. See, it's all superficial. The reason is they're not just the roots. The roots are their spirits, you see. And that's why sometimes I'm amazed the way they behave. Like, you remember we had a program there and a gentleman came and he just kicked the bar.
Yes, in California.
In California. I mean, this has not happened anywhere else but in America. I mean, just think, there should be certain cultural growth in that. It's so superficial. They try to copy English, they try to copy this, copy that. But why don't they become themselves what they are? Because, you see, they have a big balloon on their head of their ego. And once they finish with that, they go into superego, like people getting into all these gurus. Now, all the gurus have landed in America. Nowhere else. Why? Because that's their support. You see, people are so confused, they are still carrying on with Rajneesh. Imagine, Rajneesh has been ousted completely from England. TL is ousted quite a lot from England, but not from America. They're settled down there. Now, Rajneesh people have gone and settled down there. TL people have gone and settled down there. All those who are thrown out of India have gone and settled. As if it has become a receptacle of all the discarded ideas and all that, you see, because that's the place where sin can go on. That's the freedom. Where sin can go on is the freedom. So, this confusion comes because they are lacking in the wisdom that you have to reach the spirit, which is truth. And you cannot compromise with untruth. Like if they don't mind having one guru here and a one guru there and a guru there and a guru there, and also the surgeon. See, that's how you cannot work. They'll have aura system and they'll have, I went there, parapsychology. You see, parapsychology is a very big official stuff there, nonsense. And they are so confused that they don't understand that the fear that they have is not from outside, from within. The nature is, of course, is going to be dangerous, but within themselves cancer. All these diseases are much more in America than anywhere else. Impotency among men. All sorts of things. These homosexualities, all sorts of these nonsensical perversions, they are coming from all the chakras getting ruined. They don't understand. They don't want to see. They live in their own imaginary world, and it is very difficult to tell them because they get punctured. You tell them something and they will not accept. They think they are doing the right. So one day Gregor asked me whether are you going to cancel them from the program. I have nothing to say that I will cancel them. But there, when I went there first time, I was amazed at their understanding of God, amazed at the understanding of reality, very much amazed. Because you see, first thing they told me, oh, what are you doing? You must charge some money. Nowhere else people suggested this to me. You must charge some money for your work. You must charge some money. Because you see, this guru has come, this Rakta Bija went there, and he's charging so much. The fellow went there, and this guy. And I was amazed at why did they? And the second thing they told me was, another thing was that, no, you should not be, you're very mild, and you're very kind, and you don't come out with the truth immediately. You see, gradually you have to know you more and more and more, and then you get to know. Especially in Portugal and Spain, people told me that, Mother, we were amazed. You see, they came and they just told us, this Rakta Bija came and told us, I'm a perfect master. How to be perfect, you see, because you can say even perfect. So see, there's a gentleman who knows English very well, and he's a lawyer. He said, I'm a perfect master. And to translate him, I little smiled also at his English, because Indians are quite good at English. But the way he was pronouncing it was that. And he said so. And when he said it, about to translate. And there will be all kinds of things are going on in that country. You see, they use all kinds of things. Now, when I told Russians, they got to frightened. So, yes, this parasipally, they want to listen. They want to understand because they are worried. They are not such a venturesome that they'll get into hell to find out what is in the hell. But that's American style of doing things. You see, they are very venturesome things, and they think no end of themselves. You see, and this is the big problem they have. Now, if you want to know about the future of Americans, I would say there's a very big potential because they're appreciating. You see, if they take to collectivity in a big way, not that only Sahajogis are working out 3, 4. You see, I can save all the Sahajogis. It's all right. They will be all safe, no doubt. But the whole country is running into a very anti-God activity because they're supplying arms to other countries. I mean, this is something anti-God, absolutely anti-God activity because you are supposed to create better relations. In the unconscious they are. From the unconscious they got the idea, they started UN and even the first one they had the same international organization, now another one. But in these organizations also there are booths working out. You know, there are wrong types of gurus have entered even into these organizations. Apart from that, they lose their meaning because if they start giving arms to people to fight, this is absolutely anti-God's, absolutely you can call this is anti-God activity satanic, absolutely satanic. Instead of giving the wisdom, the sense of discrimination, they're just the other way around, they lack sense of discrimination. And this is how you see the confusion has started in that country. As I have told you, that the east is the root and the west is the shoot. And the shoot is increasing in size, is manifesting itself, is growing big, and the east has to look after the root side of it to begin with. Then it is also thinking of becoming the shoot. Now the shoot is the one which has lost its connection with its source. So you will find that those people, though they have advanced so-called in affluence and in so-called education, science, technology, everything has happened, but nothing has gone inside them. So when they are growing out as shoots, they are losing their moorings, they are losing their absolute point. So relatively they live, and that's why they are so confused. In relativity, you become confused. There's nothing absolute to judge whether you are doing the correct thing or not. Now the brighter side of America is something else. This is the background, this is the confusion. For them, money is very important. With the money they become ego-oriented, they think mind of themselves, they think whatever they do that is right, everything is there. But the good side of America is that maximum number of seekers are born in America, and people of very high quality should be there also. We have to find them. And they haven't yet known about Sahaja Yoga, maybe, that we have not made full effort. That's why we have not been able to get more. But I have a full idea that there must be lots of very good deep seekers in that country. Now we had one coming from America, somebody who came to be in India. Now he's supposed to be coming from a rich country. Came there and he said he had no money to pay for it. Why did he come? I mean, who's going to pay for it? And he didn't mind at all. I mean, he had no self-respect that time to think that he should pay. On the contrary, he said that why America is giving so much loan to India, so why should I pay? Such absurd things they talk, you see. So that shows that they are lost because ego has blinded them too much. But the good point about them is that they are seekers of ages, born there, to reap the fruits of their good doing. Like it is said that when you do good work, you go to heaven and you enjoy the fruits of it. But while enjoying the fruits of it, if you do not keep yourself on a discreet level, then it is possible that you may lose all those things and you will go down to hell. It is possible. So the interest of Sahaja Yoga in America is that maximum number of seekers are in America. There are some very great high quality seekers, and I am sure very soon we will be able to locate most of them if I persist, if my attention allows me to be there. But they are so mixed up. When we will get the real seekers, they will not be mixed up with other things. They will just give up. Or they will just join Sahaja Yoga immediately, as so many of them have joined in England and America, and in England and Australia and in India, that they gave up all the rest of the things and they just jumped to the Sahaja Yoga. Now, this kind of a thing, when it happens, that there are seekers, there are so many seekers, such good seekers are there, naturally all the negativity is directed towards that. See? Now all the bad gurus, all the horrible false ones have settled in India. All the good ones are still in India. They don't want to go to India. I asked one gentleman, he just went up to New York, ran away. So all the good people will be left in India, I think, and all these horrible will be settling down. That means that is a place where everybody can be accommodated. See, this kind of accommodation is no good for Vishuddhi Chakra. If you have such a bad Vishuddhi where all the bhoots are accumulated, then what is going to happen to that and to the people? But to come to Sahaja Yoga, these people have to have more discretion, more scholarliness, or we can say more understanding. So all this is lacking. They have much less understanding that English are about Sahaja Yoga, because English are not easy to tame. They take time. They are not mobile people like the Americans are. But once they come to it, they understand. While Americans are very mobile people. Now the advantage of mobility is that if they start growing, they will grow much faster. There is no inertia. There is not looking forward, backward, they jump into. But they can jump into well also, as they have done. So many of them have become, say, disciples of Raktavi. Now he is one of the most difficult gurus you could think of, so-called the false one, than anybody else, because he hits your left navi so badly and that he causes a terrible distress inside, that they become ego-oriented with the bhoots. Such a combination. They are ego-oriented with the bhoots. Normally it is super-ego, but with this gentleman, they are ego-oriented with the bhoots. And they cannot give up bhoots. Moreover, the affinity is so great that if there is one Raktabij fellow, he will always support another Raktabij. Now, I have not been able to do much about the Raktabijas from London. They are poor things still collecting money for his 60th Rolls Royce. So this is another stupidity going on. Now, surprisingly, those people who are going to Raktabija in England are not educated. They are people of a little lower levels, you see. But we have had some people from Raktabija in England because of their English character, like Jason, just immediately left completely. 100%, he never talks of him, he doesn't think he has thrown all books, burnt all the books, he's done it. Just nothing to him. I mean, he's a caliber, he's a man of caliber. So that caliber we'll have to get in America to establish. We have some people, but very few. All right. So this kind of a thing, when you do, then only Sahaja Yoga can mature. And the quality of people that come from Raktabija have to be of a caliber, otherwise they can't get rid of him, because it's a very deep-seated root. And he will take you to all other things. You see, it will be guru shopping will be on and this thing. One is Scientology and another is this. The Scientology is nothing but is Satanology, and this Raktabija is another fellow. It's a very, very difficult thing because it has nothing to do with your mind at all. So what happens that you are completely on the left side and he gives ego to. Because he hurts your ego so much that you cannot take it anymore. So you become ego-oriented. So those people who are from Rakta Bija, when they come to Sahaja Yoga, they become suddenly overnight great leaders of Sahaja Yoga, or they become in charge. I've seen like a friend of yours who came recently, see, she started giving suggestions about Sahaja Yoga, and people are amazed, but nothing to be amazed from me because I've seen them, they behave like, they suddenly become very great experts. They don't know anything what his vibrations are, how to raise the Kundalini, they don't know, they have given no realization, they have not been to India, they have no idea as to what they are. But immediately, like a little boy coming into the school starts giving lectures on MA classes like that, they start so upstartish nature and so bumptious. You see, they think they're very clever, they're very intelligent. Now, how to say? They don't know what are their problems. They don't know what they are up to. They have no powers. They think they are very weak. Their left organs very weak. Their left arm is very weak. Could lead them to horrible diseases like blood cancer and all that. It's not an easy thing. You know? Could be in the eyes. They might suddenly become blind. If they don't know, within 5 years it might happen to many. It's a very serious thing. But how will they know till it happens to them? And how will you warn them? So, I think this has to be done very carefully. Always a Rakta Bij person will have affinity for a Rakta Bij. For example, when Mr. X is already with you, there are 2 Rakta Bijas are coming, he'll have more feelings for that, always. So, best thing is to tell this person, already warn him that be careful. If you have to save them, you must cleanse yourself. Otherwise, you cannot cleanse. You cannot cleanse them, you cannot pull them out of that mind. You have to be strong. So you be strong enough to do it. It's a very delicate work with Rakta Bijas, and you have to see to it that you work it out properly. Because unless and until it is done that way, you see, these Rakta Bijas are to be told about it, and they should be trained by keeping them out of bounds of other surgeries, you see. So gradually, you can have a parallel organization for Rakta Bijas people coming in, cleansing them, as we did for these Maheshogis people, you see. Let there be a parallel thing, that let them not mix up with new people, because they'll confuse them, they'll talk, they'll argue, they'll fight. They won't go to Rakta Bij. See, you said, I am a perfect master. Nobody's going to ask him whether he is perfect or not. There they went headlong, see. And here, I think we made a big mistake, very big mistake, I must say. And I don't understand why you did it, because you know for definite that in surgery, I don't want anybody to know who I am till they have come to a point. Never we tried to tell them. And then to bring to seminar was another very big mistake, because all such half-baked people, if you bring to seminar, the people who are higher get disturbed, upset, not only that, but they get affected. Because they come with a great idea that they are going to the seminar and it's going to be lifting up. But all of them pulled them down. Their argumentative. I mean, it's so cheap. The whole thing was so cheap. And I was very unhappy when I learned that they have been behaving like this and that everybody got upset. The vibrations were spoiled. They don't understand anything. They're blind. They don't understand what they're doing. They're playing into the hands of the boots, and they're acting in a way that is harming everybody, and everybody's vibrations going down, everybody feeling so bad. They had right, it should be, they had left Swadhisthana, and even in my puja, even some of them were not there, but there were some not such good people, little half-baked type. I told them, don't bring it. And the puja was so strong that I had to lie down for at least 1 hour to take out the vibration. You know that very well. So you must understand that when there are people, I do not discriminate, but those people who cannot bear my powers, I don't want to put them under pressure, and nor do I want to suffer unnecessarily, because if they can't get it, I cannot just force it into their mouths. So such people who are half-baked, who are just in Sahaja Yoga, coming to seminar, has no meaning. It is not a seminar of intellectuals or some sort of mesmerizers who will just come and mesmerize some more, put some more boots into people, but it is the seminar of people who are free, who are independent, who have become Sahajogis, means they are standing on their legs and they know what they are doing. They know how to become and how to make others become. They are not cheap people that they are just mesmerized by somebody like mad and singing song of their guru's type. Only those people are to be told about surrendering and all that. I don't want to talk to these people about surrendering and these things. What will they do? They're surrendering. I mean, what will they surrender? What do they have except for their ego and superego? I mean, I would never like to talk to them anything about my life or anything who I am. I never talk to them. I never said these things openly, you know very well. I could have said like, these Portuguese people told me, mother, why don't you say like him, the way he said that I am Adi Shakti, I have done this. And why should I say? Can you bear it up? I am not a mesmerizer to make you bear. What nonsense if I say it has to be born only if I know mesmerism. And this is something, that this is the most sensible thing to know, that recognition in this incarnation is important. But that has to be done gradually. They cannot recognize me. They are not sensitive. I have seen some people very sensitive. We went to a shop the other day for tiles, and the fellow who was there immediately recognized. And he said, I find the complete majesty walking into my shop. He was so respectful. He said, am I all right? I hope I haven't said something more. Have I done any mistake? Did I say something more? Should I be like that? And I was amazed. He was an Englishman. Not that any Englishman had recognized me that way. The way he recognized me is question of their sensitivity and previous lives, good work and all that. But here, such confusion, you don't know whether to love a woman or a man, you don't know whether to love a dog or a horse. It's sort of a confused state of your mind. How can you recognize such a camouflage like me? So this is the thing. So next time, please don't bring anybody who is not a Sahajogi according to you. Then there are no arguments, nothing, you have found the answer, you start doing the work, you know what is vibrations, you become the guru, you yourself know what is happening. And everybody was stunned the way these people were funny and argumentative, and they were very unhappy. So, my own opinion is this, that America must be saved. That's a very important part of the body of the universe, and that is the Vishudhi. We have to save it. And to save it, only thing what we have to tell these people in a proper way, that still you have not known what is Sahaja is. It's not like any other gurus or anything. On the contrary, it's just the opposite it is. It doesn't take any money or doesn't do, it's not the main thing. Main thing is that here everybody becomes alert and awakened, that everybody knows what is to be done, what is not to be done. And once they become awakened, I don't have to tell them that you do this or do that. Immediately they know this is what Mother says is absolutely 200%. In even small things, they start accepting me. Then they start understanding me better. So in the beginning, I always take another role and always say, oh, you are correct. So many people tell me, Mother, we have felt the cool breeze, we have felt the cool in the hands, everything. I said, all right, I just don't want to have any quarrel with them. Because actually they are quarreling with themselves. They are cheating themselves. Why should I say anything to them? Let them understand that this is for your good, for your emancipation, for nobody else. Why are you arguing? What are you going to save people from? What can you do about it? See, the way people argue with me as if I have taken their money or I have done something, I don't understand. They can't argue with their gurus. If they are gurus, they will close their nose and mouth and everything and go at their feet and pay all the money. They are all right there. But with me, they start arguing. This is very wrong. Actually, I really pity them. In India, it doesn't happen. You have seen thousands of people get realization because they know what is realization, what to expect. Here people are so naive, so ignorant, they have no idea, experiences. Anybody gives them a pinprick is an experience. Anybody who shoots a, gun at them is giving an experience. All they live with their imaginations or some sort of a nonsensical thing, and this is an experience we saw a light, so experience. What is there to show a light? You bang somebody, you can see a light. It's very simple. But what to do? They are so ignorant. Now, being my children and seekers, I have to say that at any cost. Whatever they are doing, stupidity, I know, but doesn't matter. I forgive them. I know they are stupid. That's why they are so ego-oriented, and they think, some of them do think they are great leaders of Sahaja Yoga, this, that, and otherwise they don't understand much of vibrations, much of things. But they don't understand that they are seekers of ages, apart from anything else. First of all, let them establish themselves at Sahaja Yogas. And they have to really understand Sahaja Yoga in its full essence. Like some people say, oh, Mother, I'm smoking, so what does it matter? So, to me, what does it matter? Nothing. You're smoking, well and good, go ahead. If you want, I can give you some more cigarettes. But the point is that one has to understand in all wisdom that smoking spoils my Vishuddhicha. And then that spoiling is going to ruin my ascent. Like somebody says, I have got bad habits of looking at women, I want to run away with women, this thing, so go ahead. But that means again your void is finished, the void is ruined. By that your attention becomes ruined and you cannot reach that height where you have to reach. Actually, it is something like having a car which has got problems. All right. Now you don't go on fighting because you have problems in your car that I have these. You don't say that I have this problem or anything. You don't say that I'll bang this car because I want to bang it. You do that. So that's what it is. That kind of a wisdom one has to have. This body God has given you, this mind He has given you, everything He has given you not to destroy. That's not your job. So you please look after it, love it and understand it, but don't put ego on top of it. You see, somehow you must tell them, talk in a sweet manner as I do. Need not tell them who I am, they will not like it. Don't tell them anything about me. That's the best way. For quite some time, we never tell people, I don't like it. Even some people say in the opening or introduction letter, I just correct them and say, don't talk like that. See, because people don't like it. You see, when it is the truth, they don't like it. When it is untruth, it's all right because they are already mesmerized to undergo the untruth. See? And there's no need to be that honest in the sense that everything should not be told today. If you tell today, then it becomes dangerous, and you must understand to give up these ideas of honesty that you should come out in naked truth every moment. You need not talk like that. You have to be careful because these people are there. I'm very much concerned. They are my children. They'll be all lost. I'll be very sorry for that. The first place I went to was America. I knew that there is where I have to work and it has to be worked out there. But when I saw the quality of people who came to see me, I was shocked. Also for my puja, I do not allow everybody to come in. We don't even tell them we are doing puja. Even my photograph I was thinking better not give. Because you see these wretched people who take photograph, they have no value. They don't understand what this photograph means. They don't understand anything. So you give them the photograph and just ruin the value of the photograph and it doesn't help them. You see, it's a very funny, precarious thing. You don't know what to do with them. It's such a stupid atmosphere. I really don't want to sometimes think even of doing anything for such people. But Americans should understand that their all this arrogance and all this stupidness and high-handedness with which they live is not going to help. What is going to really help them is how much they develop. This is a basic thing they must understand. If they don't want to understand it, what is there? Nature is already against me, absolutely against America. They don't know what nature is building up against them. They have to be very, very careful, you see. They'll all have to go to moon and settle down there. Even if they have to exist, that may be the condition. So they have to be careful, and you have to warn them and tell them that take things in a proper shape and try to understand everything in such a way that it becomes a part and parcel in your being, that it becomes your own knowledge, that you can manage it. It's not the knowledge, some bhoot goes into your head and you become the knowledge. That sort of a knowledge is not. Every moment to moment you have to learn, you have to grow. See how many years back you came to me. You took so much time to grow. But you had that English understanding, you see, with which in one day you can shoot off to moon, but not to your spirit like that. And even if you shoot off with Saj Yoga, you don't stick on them. But to make these mobile people stick on it, you have to really stick in plasters. It's not easy. But they are the people who are in very large number. I have every love for them. I'll go all out, everything I'll try to help them. I know they are lost because of the atmosphere there, everything, and they are to be saved, and I love them very much, and they are the first I visited. We must use every sort of method to see that they come to Saj Yoga, become humble people first, settle down, understand the traditions of Saj Yoga, and then go ahead. Just by doing things on their own, high-handedly, you cannot manage Saj Yoga cannot be managed by you, it is done by God. You just cannot take it into your hands. It will work the way it has been working. I've had Indians who work there as Saj Yogis and they started programs and things and horrible things they did. See, so I have departed. First they said, we'll have our own Saj Yoga center. They worked it. They're lost now. Other people have gone there and using them. That's so-called Saj Yoga Center is nothing but when Mr. Ramurthy is going there, when Mr. Krishnamurthy is going there, all of them are making money. It's a money-making place. They want to still make money and things like that, it's very difficult. Now, in dharma, you have to be all right, and all these things you can tell them later. But when you get real quality people, you'll find they will be very dharmic, they will not question Sar Yoga, they will just settle down it, and they'll just, like an arrow straight forward, walk to Sar Yoga. That you should pray that Mother get us those people from America. They are somewhere lost, maybe Arizona, they might be somewhere lost like that. We had one very well, that Juga, who traveled with us, Tracy, her husband, both of them. Tracy is like a shot. She got it, she's there. Why? Even, I would say this girl, what's her name is? The one who has gone recently to Marsha and her husband, Danny, both of them. Marsha and Danny. See, Danny is one person. I say, he's not American. He met me in Preston. He got his realization. So this is it. I said, you are living together? I can't. Get to marry. You can't have divorce on it. It's just one unmarried. He got married. He came all the way. He got married. Then he stayed in the ashram. He paid every money. He came to this house. He helped me here. And every way, I should say, he was so sweet and so nice to me. I mean, he had no job, so CP offered him a job. He took up a job, and it was very, very nice here. And we were very happy with him, the way he worked and helped me, and I helped him in every way. It's just a very mutual, loving situation. No problem. Then he went to America. I thought he'll be a good help to you, but I don't know where he's going about. He's not written to me, but I'm sure he'll join you sometimes. He's very dynamic. But to him, Sahaja Yoga is a very big thing, and for him it is the last thing. Then we have another Steve, who was an American. I said, that's another remarkable American. Steve met me once. We won't believe. In Bristol. He got his realization. Next day he came to see me in the morning, as they always do. I was there. I knew this was the one. He said, I'm going to Toronto. No, I'm going to Boston, sorry. Boston? All right, I said, go to Boston. Went to Boston. Then he started his program. He sent me a telegram, if you be, in New York. He wrote Steve. So people said, who's Steve? I said, no, must be the same. Can you imagine? I met him once, and I meet so many people in England. I knew it must be the same Steve, because he told me he was going to America. He didn't tell me the name of the place he was going. He told me he's going to America to study music. I said, must be the same Steve, I'm sure, because he was a sure shot. So such sure shot people, about whom you don't have to worry anything. They're just there because they're of a quality, just they settle down, they know what it is, it's their character. That's a beautiful thing that should happen, and you will get some people like that, and when you work it out with that, you'll be very happy. I bless you that you get all such people around you, you get such nice people, and not these half-baked, useless people that will come and go away, but I'm sure you'll get people of that quality and of that superior evolutionary understanding. I'm sure you will get it. But that day will come when you won't get all these people for whom you have to work out this thing. You have already some of those people with you to work out with. And don't argue with these Rakta Bijas. No use arguing. You can't argue with them. You cannot find out what they are up to and what they are doing. So best is that don't argue, tell them that you raise your Kundalini, you cleanse yourself, don't argue. My argument is not that. I'm sorry, you should say that there should be no argument. Please sit down and cleanse your vibrations, and don't say these are vibrations, this is wrong. Just try to do it well, try to give realization to people, then start talking on Sahaja. How many people have you given realization? Alright? Now this kind of a thing, if you tell them, they'll be very happy, and tell them that Mother wants to come to America, she wants to do work, but it has to be done in a way that is just the opposite of what other gurus have been doing. I do not want to profess anything big, I don't want to say anything big. First let us see what sort of people there are, how they are coming in, and you prepare them, then I'll come. I don't want to come just to waste my energy. One day in India, I give realization to at least 2,000. And here I spent months together, give realization to how many. So why should I do it? See, in the wilderness, I feel I'm moving in the wilderness of the jungle of concrete, you see, all over. So this is what it is. How many people got realization last time? How many are there? They are very slippery people. So they must give up their slippery nature, try to understand it and stop for a while and see for themselves what is this.
Mother, what's the reason? Could you tell us the reason for your postponement of your trip to America this time?
I would say that there's any much reason, but you see, my attention gets a little bit receded. That's what happens to my attention. Because Americans, I found them to be rather compromising all the time with their values. You see, they don't want to stand firm like Abraham Lincoln. I had such faith in that man and read about him. I said, where is that? This kind of these people, you see, these like sugar candies, all the time melting away to this and melting away to that. And really, I must say, I was rather disappointed last time. I went to Houston, was good, but the fellow, you see, for whom I spoke in the Unity Church, I found all the books of United, they are selling their books. To them, everything is business propositions of the thing, you see. And I thought that first you should all prepare something for me, some grounds, then I should go. Last time, we spent so much money there, and my husband also helped me, and we did everything that was possible under the sun. But nothing came out of it, you see, you know that. And this time again to spend so much money, and it has cost us sometimes 700 pounds for not even a single person turning up. This is sort of a thing, and it's too much, isn't it? That shows also the kind of people, even that horrible fellow Deva, who was a nonsense, absolutely, you see. He was having a bigger group of people than we had. I mean, just think of it, who doesn't understand from A to Z. So also, it's the quality of people. There's something wrong with it, okay? I don't know what, they're very violent people, and it's rather difficult to understand, right? I know it's a very difficult thing, Christine, but we'll work it out. We have to work it out for them. If they don't understand their well-being, we have to tell them slowly. I know they get upset if you talk to them, but you have to be very patient with them because they don't know you are so grown up compared to them, and they will never accept this position. They think if they have been to Dr. Beach or they have been to this transcendental meditation, they have grown in any way. They don't know that they have to come back to the main lines and then crawl across, you see. So they don't understand that, and they don't also give up easily other things. Then how will they grow? You see, their growth is not possible. So it's a very big load on them, you see. They are carrying all the time all these loads which was sinking them, and they want to come out of the water to be saved, and the load is still there. So you see, this kind of a thing. I know everyone who's there. I know what hard times you must be having with them. But you have to put up with them for a time being. You must know that you have to save these people, especially people in New York are the worst of all, because the whole atmosphere is so funny. We were there, all the vibrations were, and everything was terrible. And the surgery, very high quality ought to be there. Oppose that. God must have created lots of them, I'm sure of it. And we will find them very soon. So you work out that way that you convince the people who have come to Sahaja Yoga to be silent, to go deeper into themselves. Don't be frivolous, don't be cheapish. Work it out in a deeper way. Try to find out meaning of your life. How many people you have given realization and all that. You grow, and after growth, after a year or so, you will be better off. So for 1 year at least they should try to stick on in a proper way. Because we have no way of sticking on. We do not take money, we do not want Rolls Royces, we don't want anything. So what is the way they are going to stick on? Which is the way they are going to stick on? This is the problem. Only through their desire, through their understanding, wisdom, and insight, and that spiritual quality, which should be a special gift to Americans, I think should be, that they are born on the land of Gokula. That's what they have made out of Gokula. Just see that. It's beautiful. It has been turned into a land of the cinema makers and this and that. They don't understand auspiciousness, holiness, nothing understand. How to talk to them? They are living in another world. So people who come to Sahaja Yoga, you have to talk to them with very sweetness and tender. That mother has requested me to be kind to them, nice to them, And don't argue with them. Tell them gradually you will know, you have to know, your hands have to speak, your hands should be able to do it. Let's see, gradually we should build it up. But I'll tell you one thing more also, that these Sahajogis in America, so far I've seen are people of average type, or not of very great prominence, somewhere there. See, they take to all these horrible people. Now but not in England like that. In England we have people of great caliber, say, and things like that. In India especially we have lots of them. Like here the High Commissioner himself inaugurated my book. There whom will I find? Even the people from India who go there are rude, I think. I don't know, whom will I find them? Of that type, which come to serve you. That also we should pray, that people at the helm of affairs should see the beauty of Sahajog and should achieve something so that we can save that great country. Alright? God bless.
Thank you.
We'll stand up for Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने दिए अवतार, माँ कितने दिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको, माँ सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला, माँ कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो य सके जो सेवा, हो य सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
Jai Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for the beautiful words that your divine words, your divine guidance for us, for coming to the land of Vishuddhi in your Sakshat form, in your physical form, Shri Mataji, and vibrating it and having your attention, your divine attention on us to make this land and to make this land's people capable of getting into Sahaj Yoga. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for making us instrument and guiding us to make your dreams fulfill. Thank you so much for today's meditation, Shri Mataji. Knowingly or unknowingly, if anything wrong has happened, please forgive us. Jai Shri Mataji. We'll bow down and raise our Kundalini.